Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Jaya Gandharvika Giridhari Gandharvika Giridhari Gaur Hari Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Vrindavan Dham Jai Jai Gurudev 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 Jai Jai Gurudev Nitai Gaur Hari Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Mahamantra once for wonderful Kirtani loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Thank you very much for coming. So, ISKCON Whitefield welcomes you for the first session of the Gita course. So, this Gita course generally we do every year. After the Janmashtami, a lot of people express the interest to know the Bhagavad Gita more. So we give them the opportunity here to come here and assemble, hear Katha from our Shastras, especially from Bhagavad Gita. So welcome you all. So we have planned around typically 9 sessions every Sunday, 11:30 we start. We started at Gita as I said today, and there is nice Jagannath temple is here. My come here notice. On the left side, step out, the Jagannath temple is here. You can offer flower and then come and sit. You will hear the nice lecture. This place, Sudhi Gopal Prabhu will be enlightening us. This nice nectarian classes will be there. So kids will be taken care. So we have a special session for the kids as well, so that parents can listen the Katha nicely. And yeah, after the class, we might have a lot of questions. Keep all the thoughts, and you can ask as many questions you have. Okay, so we'll make sure that we'll be able to answer all your doubts. And after the class, we'll have nice feast for all of you. So stay tuned. Give us opportunity to serve at least for 9 weeks. Please keep coming, and I'm sure that after 9 weeks, we'll be different person altogether. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So now I welcome our guest, Sudhi Gopal Prabhu. Let's chant Hari Bol 3 times. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thank you.
Request all the kids.
So many of you come for the first time here, might not have known our Sudhi Gopal Prabhu. So professionally, Prabhuji has the MTech from IIT Delhi and is working as a very senior position. He is director in HP. More than I think almost close to 17-18 years he has been associated with the HP as a director. And spiritually, Prabhuji is guiding a lot of people in the path of bhakti, and you will hear all because Prabhuji has put a lot of efforts. Okay, so let's thank Prabhuji one more time. The loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Would like to welcome all of you. So before starting, let's pray to the Lord. Pray to our acharyas to receive their mercy so that we can speak something and also all of us can hear as well very attentively. Because most of the times on our own, we don't have the power, we don't have the qualification to speak or hear. Yes. This is also called Mahaprasad garland. This is just not an honor to have the garland, but it's been first offered to the Lord and we accept it as a prasad. Most of the times we offer prasad as the food prasad, but this is also a prasad of the Lord. Unless we receive prasad of the Lord, we cannot speak anything. So this is the way that we receive the mercy of the Lord before speaking and also before hearing as well. Yes?
Can you come this side, Prabhuji? Can you come right side if possible?
Prabhujis can come this side. All the gents, please come this side. Yeah.
For kids, we have separate program for outside, so they can go so that you can listen. There are different courses here for elders, there is for kids, so they can enjoy there. The kids can go outside, there is a so that Mata Pita will take care of it.
So there will be a lot of storytelling, lot of verses, lot of things for the kids. So if they would like, they can join there. So yes, it's a family program. This is for everybody. You can request the just to come this way. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
It's okay if they were feeling comfortable. It's okay. Okay. So please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Krishnaya Vasudevaya. Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात देश तारिणी वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I would like to welcome once again all of you to our Gita course. So this is called Bhagavad Gita, the song of God. So yes, we don't have proper qualification to speak on Bhagavad Gita, but over the years, whatever we have learned from our seniors, whatever we have heard from our spiritual masters, whatever we have read from the scriptures, we'll try to present it with utmost sincerity. Yes, this program or whatever we speak, this is only with the causeless mercy and the blessings of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder Acharya of ISKCON, who has given this essence of Bhagavad Gita, which can be really understood by everybody, and not only have understood, but also realized, but also implemented in their life and perfected their life. So I consider all of you are very, very fortunate souls. Why? Very beautiful story I remember. One time I was just going in a park and suddenly the rain started coming, it started drizzling. It was a beautiful evening and everybody was just going for a walk. And I saw that there was a father and a daughter, and they were also walking in that park. And once it started raining, everybody started going here and there to find the nearest shelter. And somebody started cursing, "Oh, is this the time to rain?" Somebody started cursing the surroundings. "Oh, there is no proper shelter here." Everybody in so disgusted mood, and just running around. But this young daughter, this young girl, she started jumping. She started, frolicking with so much of joy. And father got really surprised. Why? You're so happy. What happened to you? Papa, I love raining. Papa, I love these raindrops. You see, they are like pearls. I love to dance here. I love to sing in this atmosphere. What do you think is the difference of the feeling of that small girl and all others who are around that place? Yes, please. Perspective, yes. Right? So, what we are trying to say is that Lord, most of the times, He gives so many things to us, but it's really up to us, how do we receive it? How do we perceive it? And some people say that, oh, Lord is not there. What Lord is giving it to us? Just like rain is falling everywhere. Because of the lack of rain, so the water tanker's price has gone up in Bangalore. Right? And people are suffering so much. Right? But still, if there is so much, little bit of rain, people started craving, oh, so much of traffic jam, so much of water logging. That's a different issue. Right? That's a different topic. But we are not able to appreciate what Lord is giving it to us. Yes. Through the Lord comes to this material world to give us that knowledge, to give us this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, so that we can really benefit ourselves. Lord sends His representatives to give us this Bhagavad Gita. Lord instructs us, He facilitates us in organizing such a beautiful program like Janmashtami. So yes, the devotees, they were working for weeks and weeks, organizing this beautiful festival. They were going all around to distribute the pamphlets, to distribute through digital media, through social media. Please come, please come. Yes, we are so honored that I think more than 10,000 devotees came on the day of Janmashtami. Thank you to all of you. So yes, we might have distributed, more than 50,000 pamphlets. We might have distributed this message of Janmashtami to maybe 1 lakh people, right? But 10,000 people were sincere. Out of 10,000 people, right? Yes, they got the opportunity to hear the holy names of the Lord. They got the opportunity to engage their kids in the service of the Lord by singing, by dancing, by remembering the Lord's pastimes. And some also took wonderful prasadam, thanks to the wonderful preparation of the devotees. But some of them, they came forward and they were saying that, okay, Janmashtami day is good, but then we want to know more about Krishna. And this is the fortunate people who shared their contact details, who shared their inquisitiveness to their devotees. Yes, we are looking forward to it. And then, yes, we shared our information with them, but you are the most fortunate ones who could not only receive it, but now all of us together to really understand these principles of Bhagavad Gita. And not only that, we can really apply the principles of Bhagavad Gita. That's what we say, that you are the most fortunate souls. Thank you very much. By the way, any 1 or 2 words that you can share about our Janmashtami? Yes, I know all of you can share so much, but I would like to hear 1 or 2 words from all of you. What really, once you think of Janmashtami, last Janmashtami that we had, what really comes to your mind? Anybody would like to share? Divine grace, yes. Hare Krishna, what is your name? She's saying the peace and the love in the surroundings, the ambience. Because Lord is saying that, Yatra Gayanti Madbhakta Tatra Tisthami Narada. Wherever my devotees come together and chant the holy names of the Lord, I present there. Yes, that's why, once you go to a different place like a stadium, or once you go to a bar, right, or once you kind of come to a temple environment like this, every place has an energy, right? And that's what once you come in the satsang, we get kind of different energies. Yes, very good. Thank you. Anybody else? Anyone else would like to share their thoughts in 1 or 2 words? Okay. Yes, you are. Yes, please. Yes. Yes, yes. Now, what is your good name? Neha. So she's saying that you're so happy to see so many kids, you know, uh, performing so many beautiful skits or dance or singing. Because unfortunately, right, at this age, all our kids, they are so busy with what? Digital gadgets. Right? At least in our time, yes, we were watching TV, thanks to B.R. Chopra or Ramanand Sagar, at least for some time in the evening, we used to watch some, nice value stories, right? But now, today's age, they all know about web series. They all know about video games. But these are the fortunate parents who are bringing their children to understand what is our real values. Thank you very much. So, thank you very much. We are so fortunate also to be part of this August Assembly of Fortunate Souls. And it's all, as we said, it's all because of Srila Prabhupada. One Srila Prabhupada, he was in London. This is the first press conference, once he arrived in 1970s. And in the press conference, the reporter asked, "Oh, Swamiji, why are you here?" And because most of the times, at least that point of time, so many Indian gurus, sannyasis, they go to the West to make some disciples so that they can get more money for them. They can have more followers for them. They have more fame and prestige for them. They want to take something from them. But Srila Prabhupada, he said that, "I have not come here to take anything from you. I have come here to give you something." Especially in London, he said, "All of you, just 50 years back, you have taken everything from our pious land of Bharatvarsha. But you had forgotten one thing, the spirituality of India, the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. I have come here to give that knowledge." This is the message of Bhagavad Gita that somehow or other people have forgotten. One more time, Prabhupada was asked, "Prabhupada, what do you teach us?" Prabhupada said, "I teach only to love God." Right? Yes, somebody might say God is named as, this or that. Maybe he might be named differently, right? Like as we say, water as a Niru, Jal, Pani, right? In so many ways. Yes, maybe God may be, known in a different names. But somehow or other we have forgotten God. And I have come here to just love God. That's it. That is the motto of our movement. We want to spread the love. So, yes, the England people, once they were here, they were trying their best to stop our Vedic Sanatana Dharma. And of course, still now, some people are doing that. That's a different thing. Okay, or because most of the people, they speak something, which they don't know what is right, and sometimes they don't have right to speak, but they speak. Right. So yes, hundreds, like when during the British rule, they tried their best even to stop Rath Yatra in Jagannath Puri. Right? They tried their best. They were wondering why these people of India, these people of Odisha. Is there anyone from Odisha here? Okay, Hare Krishna, Jai Jagannath. Yes. They were trying their best on the day of Jagannath. So you have this beautiful Jagannath temple. And how many of you have attended our Rath Yatra here this time? Yes, we organized fast Rath Yatra in this Whitefield area during Rath Yatra time. So the British people, they tried their best to stop the Rath Yatra in Jagannath Puri because they were saying that why people are coming to worship this wooden doll, and they tried their best, but they could not stop it. And what is the after effect? Do you know? The Rath Yatra started in London. Not only that, there was a big news article, right, in London that you see this is the place called Nelson Square Park, Trafalgar Square. There's a Nelson column is there, and they said that there is some Hindu chariot, Hindu car is there, which is even taller than our Nelson column in Trafalgar Square. This is the effect of stopping the Lord's glories, right? Yes, Lord's glories are unstoppable. That's why it's called Jagannath. Even they have taken that term Juggernaut, right, from the word Jagannath, because he's unstoppable. He's so attractive. He's so beautiful. No, everybody, like from the young to the old age, everybody gets attracted to him. Because the meaning of Krishna is all attractive. But somehow or other we have forgotten this most attractive thing, and we are running after something which is really a junk. So, coming to our qualification to speak something on Bhagavad Gita, though we come from very pious family, my maternal grandmother, she was always visiting Puri, Vrindavan, and so many places for months. My paternal grandfather, he was honored to do the Chera Pohara of our local Jagannath temple, right? And yes, we have come in a very sattvic family in way, and somehow once we got our when we had our Upanayan ceremony, we had received our first Bhagavad Gita. But as like anybody else, we kept that Bhagavad Gita as it is in the self. Till the point of time, we came to Bhubaneswar, was doing engineering. And somehow or other, there is one ISKCON temple. We used to go there for prasadam because we heard that, ISKCON prasadam means delicious, sumptuous. That's ISKCON means, yes, let's go and have prasadam. And just after the semester is over, we used to go with some friends and to have nice prasadam there. And then we had an opportunity to be there in IIT Delhi for our masters. And while we were doing our masters, we came across a couple of our classmates. And we heard that how sharp, how brilliant, how smart they were. And we just asked about them. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? I see you that you are something different. You are, you have some special smartness within you. And then he said that, yes, we are also non-different like any other persons. But at one point of time, we were also this 5 pointers, 6 pointers. But now, yes, thanks to the arrangement of the Lord, we are 10 pointers. They are the first ones to submit their assignment, and the rest all will follow. Right? And then they told us that there is one professor, who is having a nice Bhagavad Gita class, who is teaching us how to discipline our life. And it's open to everybody. Why don't you come? And we are staying in Nilgiri, and just adjacent to that, there is a Vaisali complex was there. In the Vaisali 8, we used to go, right? And started attending the programs. So this is the first Bhagavad Gita. So this is the first Bhagavad Gita that we had received 25 years back. And where our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, our super spiritual master, Paramaguru, he had given this beautiful Bhagavad Gita, and he had written also this beautiful foreword that please study this book daily and chant the holy name, and Krishna will bless you. And yes, we took this Bhagavad Gita, we started reading, and we continued it for some time, and then with the arrangement of the Lord, we joined corporate world, and we relocated to Germany, in Munich, And in Munich, somehow once again with Lord's arrangement, we are staying very close to a temple. And then, right, once again the Rath Yatra came. Everybody started preparing for Rath Yatra, and everybody started somehow came to know that we are from Odisha. They said that, oh, you are from the land of Jagannath. Please tell us about Jagannath. And somehow, though we are from this Utkala pious land, right, and also our parents and grandparents, they know Lord Jagannath, but still, what really surprised us is that the kind of faith, the love, the attachment they have for Lord Jagannath, though born, in a so-called non-Sanatan religion, is much, much, much higher than what we had at that point of time, right? So yes, that was the time of 2002, right, where we started coming and trying to understand why exactly, what is so special about this Bhagavad Gita? What is so special about this ISKCON, right? Can we spend some time to understand why so many people, they have transformed their life? Yes, there are so many religions are there, so many movements are there, but has any movement transformed anybody's life? Yes, once you talk about the knowledge or the information, you just search Google, you'll find everything now. Right? So there is no lack of information at this point of time. What is really lacking is the transformation within the heart. And we see that in this society, how devotees coming and they're really transforming their life. This is the difference. And that really touched our heart more than anything else. That yes, this has a purity. This has that force which can really bring something good in our life. So, as we progress, right, yes, we have many queries that needs to be answered, and all of you have come also to answer some queries, right? So, can I ask why, you have registered for this course, or why you have come to this program? What are the queries that you have in your mind that you would really like to get answer? Anybody? Or is it that, okay, we found that there's a nice devotee who was really requesting, please come, and that's what we joined. Yeah, that could be one reason. Or somehow or other, you got that message in that WhatsApp group, please come, and you joined. What is the query that you have that you're really looking for so many years? Anybody would like to share?
There might be a lot of queries.
Yes, please. Yes, what are the kind of on top of your mind that really kind of bothers you all the time? Can you give the mic, please? Yes, can be a little brief, just in couple of words, please. Yes.
There might be a lot of queries.
Yes.
But how we can transform that? That's the way that we want to serve the society.
Yes.
As a better person. Maybe
Yes.
we are already have, but how we can serve the society with
Yes.
good knowledge, and how can our generation can.
Very good. Thank you very much. What is your good name, sir?
Srinivasan.
Srinivas. Hare Krishna. Srinivasa Govinda. Yes. Anybody else? Yes, Mataji. Can I have one? So, by the way, everybody is comfortable in English. English gottilla, English nahi aata hai kisi ko. Somebody is not comfortable in English. We have some devotees who can help in translating as well. Can somebody say in English or Hindi? What do you say, bro, in Kannada?
ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ತೆಲುಗಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಗುರುಗಳು ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಎದ್ದು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅದನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ.
So anybody would like, किसी को हिंदी में अनुवाद चाहिए और किसी को अदर लोकल लैंग्वेज में किसी को चाहिए, हिंदी में चाहिए, हिंदी में. Who is that? Can we request somebody to go to translate in Hindi for me? Anybody else? और किसी को कुछ भाषांतर में चाहिए? So maybe, yes, maybe you can sit in a corner and you can translate. Okay. So yes, what are the queries you have? Yes, Mataji. Yes. Hare Krishna.
How can I inculcate that knowledge to my kids?
Very good.
How can I make them, devotees, your
Hare,
devotees, so that they can
Hare
spread
Lord.
that knowledge? I can spread,
Very good.
I
Very
can
good.
spread that knowledge to other members, to other individuals, so that even they will get to know the clear purpose of their life.
Very good. We would really like to understand the purpose of life. Yes, sir. I was. Yes.
I have never read
Okay.
but I used to take walk in the society.
Okay.
I was listening to music, so in between I got bored with the music, so I thought I will listen to some podcast of Bhagavad Gita. So I started listening those advice. But there were some times I did not understand.
Okay.
And even if I understood it, I couldn't find a way to really apply it in my life. Those
Yes.
are so difficult.
Very
And
good.
sometimes it is confusion that
Yes.
I'm not able to understand what is right and
What
what
is
is wrong.
wrong.
So I wanted to understand
Very good.
properly and
Very
wanted
good.
to apply my life.
Very. What is your good name?
Jyoti.
Thank you very much. Yes. Yes, please.
Still not what I have learned from my parents and gurus was everything fine I was thinking. But when I have stepped into my engineering, I thought it is not sufficient. And
Yeah.
the more I can learn is not from the books what I have learned,
Yeah.
but the Gita which can teach me a lot and the more to solve the problem.
Very good. Very good. Yes. How Gita can solve the problems of my life. Anybody else? Yes.
Mr. Chittanagara, earlier ISKCON Chowpatty Mumbai had attended a lot of discourse.
Oh.
But that time I could not much realize from awareness of the current problem like climate change, desertification, health issues. There are many challenges. Are there? In the United Nations level, there are like goal like 17 goals, United Sustainable Development Goal. But every organization trying, but at the local level, there is no result. Everything is under policy level.
Yes.
What is the way in which you can address those issues in the context of Bhagavad Gita?
Very good.
What is the thought process of ISKCON?
Very good.
Which process we need to go?
Very good. Very good. Great. Thanks for bringing it up. You said that you attended some programs in Bombay, right? And you wanted to understand about how ISKCON or what ISKCON is also doing for the society, for especially sustainable development of the the planet, right? Yes, we'll discuss about it as well. Yes.
How
Yes.
to find inner self?
How to find inner self? Very beautiful question. Yes. Who are we? Who am I? What is there inside me? Yes, please.
Yes, I think I registered long back, 1 year back, but although I am stay very close to this place, I never had an opportunity to be part of this larger group. I tried understanding the Gita with a lot of internet platform, IT platform, but
Yeah.
but the level of satisfaction what we have by sitting here, I think it is not possible to get through YouTube videos and all. So
Thank
that
you.
is the one intention to be part of here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank
Yes,
you.
and the same information we want to get it to our
Thank you.
kids as well.
Thank you. Thank you. What is your good name, sir?
This is Ramin
Ramaling. Okay. Yes, I know. In corporate world also we see that yes, this e-learning courses are very helpful. At the same time, this mass online courses or this, right, all the whatever is there in the e-courses, e-learning courses, how many really they get through the degree? Maybe around 3 to 4%, and 96% they really drop out because of various reasons. Right, I think that is the statistics. Yes, because once we come together, we learn from each other. We get that energy. Like that's why the kids we send them to school. That's why if somebody would really like to go to IIM, they go to that respective study circle or IS study circle, that IIT coaching. Right, for everything we want to do something. Right, we need a platform where the like-minded people they come together and they learn. Right, that's how our Acharya says, Ekaki amar nahi paya bala. On our own, we don't have any strength. But once we come together, that's called Sankirtan. That's the power that we get not from us, but from each other and also from the higher self. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
This session, we were waiting so much, not only for us, for even for our kids.
Yes.
Kids will get, my grandson is 5 years old, and this session is very important. Because in school they won't get that much of exposure to all of the teachings, Gita and all
Yes,
that. So
yes.
I was waiting for this opportunity.
Thank you.
And my grandson also enjoyed that day Krishnastami.
Very good.
And it was a very good occasion.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, right. As you said, there are so many queries that we have. Like some of you said, how to really get that happiness? How is there really, we can really find out there is a Lord, right? And is there any, solution to all the problems of the life, right? You talked about, right? And then, like, we try to understand what is the inner self. Who am I? Right? We want to really understand why somebody doing good but still bad thing happens to him. Why if somebody is really bad but good things happens to him, right? Is there some kind of somewhere there is a change of formula? Somebody changes the rules somewhere, right? And is there any supreme Lord? And why there is so many religions? Why there is so much of fighting going amongst each other? And most importantly, how do you really control our mind? Because this mind, it is said that this is the best of the friend, also is the best of the enemies. Who is sitting just within us. So how do you really understand the mind? Right? And then we try to also understand what is the real knowledge and how to acquire that knowledge. Right? And somehow or other we want to do something, but somehow you're dragged to do something negatively. Right? And is there a real friend of us? Is there some real guide of us who can really take us to the right path, to the take us to the right journey, right? And most importantly, as all of you said, that it's not only about knowing this Bhagavad Gita, but how we can really apply the principles of Bhagavad Gita in our life. And all these questions will try with utmost sincerity to answer all of them. Okay, so yes, this is not the comprehensive or exhaustive list, but this is some questions. Definitely at the end of the course, you will be able to realize that yes, at least we have understood what is the meaning, what is the answer to all this frequently asked questions that everybody is having, right? And yes, we need to really have that patience, right? Some of the questions will be answered in one session, some of the questions will be answered in across multiple sessions. So yes, coming to today's agenda, we are trying to just focus a little bit on this happiness, right? Because everybody is really looking for happiness in so many ways, right? So we are just trying to understand, right? Who is really searching for happiness and how people are searching for the happiness and what kind of an experience they get it, right? While they're searching for the happiness, and what is this happiness is all about? What is that real happiness? And where is that real happiness? Can you really find it? We'll just try to kind of spend some time in really going through all of that. So all of you agree that all of us are looking for happiness? Because yes, all of you have come here to searching for that happiness. And some people that didn't come, they thought that they will be happy by staying away. Who will go to this yoga center to hear Bhagavad Gita? That they will be happy. Somebody, they go to the mall. They said that okay, we'll be happy by going to the mall. Somebody visiting, right? Like go to like playground to play somewhere. Somebody wants to have a nice ice cream. Somebody wants to meet a nice friend to be happy. All of us, right, trying to be happy in some way or other. Or even people, they go to toilet also to be happy. Right? You feel so relieved, right? Right? And yes, everybody is really looking for that happiness. Isn't it? Yes. जो भी जहाँ पे भी मजा आना चाहिए लाइफ में, मजा आना चाहिए जिंदगी में. Whatever we do, wherever we ask, yes, we work so that we can get more happiness. We can even have a family life, we can get more happiness. Everybody is searching for happiness. Why? Because in our Vedanta Sutra it is mentioned the constitutional property of the soul of ourself is Anandamayo Bhyasa. Yes, the constitutional property of the soul is to seek for happiness. Right? That is a constitutional property, and it's no wonder, it's no surprise that everybody is really looking for that happiness. But what exactly everybody is searching? Where exactly they are searching for happiness? In a maybe a small kid, while baby, right, is searching. Okay, maybe I'll have mother's milk, and that will make me happy. Once they grow up, they think, okay, maybe I'll have some nice toys, and that will make me happy. Once they grow up a little bit more, they are not happy with the toys, right? Like when my daughter, once she was really young, she was really looking for balloons. Oh, Papa, I need balloons, colorful balloons, and the way they go up, and that, right? But once they grow up, either they need, cycle, or they need nowadays devices, right? Or as they grow up, they really they find friends to give some happiness, and then we want to get some good degrees, want to go to the best colleges. We want to go to the best of the corporate world. We want to get married to our dream partners. Everywhere we are trying, we want to do something, and we are thinking that yes, it will give me happiness, but somehow or other, it gets slept on the way. Because once we reach there, then we find that there is no happiness there, isn't it? Yes, people say that, okay, you want to now do some, weight loss program. What do you have to do? Because there is no other way, right? Yes, click the mouse million times, or like as you said, like how to bring our kids to the right ways. Now, father and mother, they are asking kids, beta, please come down from your room. They send by SMS, they send by WhatsApp, they send by the different media groups, isn't it? Right? Or even nowadays they do even if they meet online, right? And after that they can meet offline, they come face to face, but still they are so addicted, they discuss, through their devices, right? Or somehow it has happened that in the heaven also, the Lord has started thinking, yes, somehow or other we have brought him to this heaven, but what is he doing? He's so desperate. He's really looking for something. Why he is really always looking down? Isn't it? Right? Yes, people can stay without food maybe for 3 days, maybe without a water also one day. But can anybody live nowadays without a mobile phone or Wi-Fi for 1 hour? So much of addicted. Right? Because we think that somebody is there to give us happiness. Maybe some message will give us the happiness. But are we getting more agitated or are we happy? More agitation. Yes. So there is nothing wrong in the technology. No, we are not blaming the technology. Right? What we are trying to do is that, let's not focus on things. Right? Because things cannot give us happiness. Because most of our thought process of the innovation or the technology that we do, right, or that we focus on is kind of making things better. But we can really be happy, as some of you said, by making people better, by making our life better, making others' life better. Right? And that is really the key, right? Right? Yes, everybody is really looking for a lot of different needs, like physical need. Yes, roti, kapda, makan chahiye, right? And we also need some of our friends, spouse, through which we can share our emotional exchanges. Yes, we also really like to have some intellectual, prowess as well. So we want to go to a big corporate world. At the same time, we don't want to do just support job, right? Like, we want a development project. We want a complex project so that we can use our intelligence also nicely so that we can grow up. Isn't it? Anybody would like to work on a support job in a company? No. Because, we want to develop our intellectual capabilities, right? But still, we go there in the top of the corporates, right? But still, that doesn't make us happy, right? What is the experience that we get it? By even taking care of the physical needs, or taking care of the emotional needs, or even taking care of the intellectual needs also, still, we feel something missing. What is the experience that we get it? What is the experience? There is an infinite longing. Like, what do you have heard about this legendary? Anybody can relate to this picture? Right? Oh, this is the life of a donkey. who is really looking for that carrot and really working so much, right? But this is true not only for the four-legged animal, but for the two-legged animal also. Yes, we are running, right? But we are missing, like as some of you said, the real purpose of life. Is the real purpose of life is just to work, and then be worry? What is it that everybody is looking for? And we just go around, and then somewhere somebody said, oh, go left, then we go left. Somebody says go right, then we go right, and all of you said, right? We go left, right, left, right. Somewhere we are left, which is not right. That's what, like we don't know what is right and wrong, what is left and what is right, isn't it? We are really looking for that happiness, right? All of us also know this beautiful story of this musk deer. How many of you have heard of this musk deer? Right? Yes, we heard of this aftershave musk. We have heard of the perfume musk, right? But the real musk comes from this deer, right? It comes from one of the gland of this deer, and this deer really looking forward. Oh, where exactly this beautiful fragrance coming from? And this musk deer goes everywhere searching. Where is that fragrance coming from? He goes to that tree, he goes to that valley, he goes to near that mountains. He's searching everywhere. But where is that fragrance coming from? Yes, within that deer. And at the end, he has to just leave it, his or her body. But that is a story of the deer. We might think that, oh, there's no intelligence, right? But how about us? What is the story of us? Right? Yes, we are trying so hard. We are trying also for happiness so many places. But whatever we do, there is a danger at every step. Right? It is said, padam yad vipadam na tesam. At every step, there is a danger. Right? We have gone through Corona, and now there's a new virus has come up called Nipah virus. Everybody has started getting scared once again because there is no vaccine so far. Right? And we see that somebody is really going, like I think this 2 days back, there was this news that some people, they were standing on a highway, and somehow the truck came and kind of 10-15 people died. Right? And somebody, you are going on the street and there's a plane crash, or like just a couple of months back in Odisha, you might have heard that thousands of people got crashed in a train. Right? Isn't it? Why? We had so big plans. We worked so hard to get so many zeros in our account. Right? But then, just a matter of time, if somebody leaves. At least some of you might have realized during this Corona time. Right? So much of fame and prestige. A period of time, nobody realized how he left his body and how he has also taken the crematory ground. Nobody also realized that. Is this the value of life? This is what we are working so hard? Would you really like to invest maybe in a script, or like in a stock exchange in a script, right? Which is really going to bankrupt in just a matter of time? Or you would really like to invest in some company which will really give you, multiplier effect, 10x or 20x. They will say, if you invest in this stock, you'll get so much return. But if somebody says that, oh, this stock, if you invest, it will go bankrupt. How many of you will invest? You will invest in some company where you will get 0 return, where you will invest 1 lakh rupees or 10 lakh rupees, and just a matter of time, it will be bankrupt. You will invest there. But as some of you said, we are doing that. We are putting all our bodily energy, right, in creating so many things which will just go a matter of time. Right? Am I really being pessimistic about it? Right? Am I being pessimistic? It's a realistic effect. We are putting so much of effort, and just a matter of time, everything really goes out of our hand. Right? And one sannyasi was saying that he was sitting on this Triveni Sangam in Prayagraj. Right? He was sitting, he was meditating, on top of a rock. And then suddenly, he opened his eyes and he saw that there was an eagle flying on top of the sky. And he realized that, this eagle is coming down slowly. And he was thinking that maybe I'm really scared. Maybe this eagle is thinking that, oh, this is the right food for me. Right? And you're really getting scared. And just a matter of time, this eagle was coming down again and again and again. And it just got hold of a fish. And it started kind of going up again. So similarly, we don't know when exactly the death coming for us. Which moment is coming. Who is that eagle who is really looking for us to take us at the next moment? Can anybody say that? I will live for forever here. That's why it says, ahani ahani bhutani gachanti amayam. Sesasthavaram ichanti kim ascharya atha param. You might have heard there is a discussion between Yudhishthira Maharaj and that Yaksha. And that Yaksha asks, oh Yudhishthira, you are Dharmaraj. Can you tell me what is the most wonderful thing in the world? And what is the answer of Yudhishthira Maharaj? He said, ahani ahani bhutani. So many people are going. So many of our relatives are going. But I am thinking that I will stay here for forever. Sesasthavaram ichanti kim ascharya ataparam. Is there anything wonderful than this one? And yes, not only that, there are problems at every step. Right? And this most prominent problem that all of us go through, that nobody can avoid, this is the real 4 problems of our life. What is that? Birth, old age, disease, and death. Can anybody avoid this? Is there anyone here? Is there any solution to all these 4 problems? And somebody might say, birth, how it is a problem? Can you just think of somehow or other, if you are going in a train, in a sleeper class, and you got the 72 berths, right? And especially, in some trains, you see that how nice fragrance comes if the train is stopped, right? Yes, we have been staying in a kind of a place which is so close to that fragrance, not for a couple of hours, for months. And not only, it's so ventilated space, in such a crowded, clumsy place, right? For months. How difficult it is for a child to stay in that home. Only mother can really understand a little bit, right? Or the old days, or the old days, like, the whole cosmic industry is surviving because of this old days problem. But they are trying to give up a, makeup, right, to a band-aid, but they are not able to solve it, right? Or the disease, all of us know better. Or the death, anybody can escape death? Not really. Whatever we might have, nobody can escape it, right? Forget about these 4 problems. There are 3 additional miseries also. These miseries, could be caused by natural calamities or earthquakes or flood or, so many, too much heat, too much rain, too much winter. Or it could be other living entities, either it could be boss or it could be spouse or it could be children, right? It could be neighbors, right? Isn't it? Right? Or it could be our body and mind within ourselves. We think that everything is right, but still our mind is not right. Isn't it? So that's why in US, there was a guy called, I think Professor David. He had written a very beautiful book. It's called American what is that? American Paradox, the Spiritual Hunger in an Age of Plenty. So he's saying that how over the years, US has progressed a lot. At the same time, what do we see? Maybe in these 1960s, the problems in the school could be throwing the chalks, or it could be talking in the class, or kind of eating chewing gums. But now, after 50, 60 years, do you know, through the science, we have developed so much. And what is the effect of science? What are the problems in the school nowadays? Shooting, teenage pregnancy, drugs. Isn't it? Like, not only in the US, in India also, we have seen that. And recently, I think last year, we had some issues in some schools and colleges. right? Or now you kind of hear every now and then news from Kota, the IIT factories, right? People putting so much of effort for what? What is happening to the kids there? Right? What is really happening there? Or even they end up in IITs, and now you see even the IIT statistics also. This is what we are sending our children to, these IITs or IIMs? Why it is happening like that? Or is it the news of only the West, or it is not happening in our India or Bharat? Right? My friends, this is the statistics. We are not kind of quoting something from somewhere, right? Like in a corporate world, 46%. Of course, post-COVID, it has really grown up much higher, right? And in the US, of course, it's 77% of the people, they suffer through psychosomatic stress. Means they have a headache, they have a diabetes, they have blood pressure, at so young ages, right? And 50% of the teens, they try to commit suicide, right? And they say that there is a 600% increase, right, in the teenage suicide. And do you know, my friends, what is the status of India? Or if I ask other way, which country has the title of the capital of suicide? Mera Bharat Mahan. Yes, there's the highest suicide rate, especially in the teenage. And some of you have rightly pointed out, we don't understand what our kids are going through, what our teenage children are going through. They are the most loneliest at this point of time. You just think of your children, what exactly they are going through. You cannot really imagine the kind of stress they have, peer pressure they have, the social media pressure they have, and on top of it, parental pressure. Because parents saying, you have to be number one in studies, you have to be number one in sports, you have to be number one in extracurricular activity, you have to be number one in obeying your parents, you have to be number one in so many things. Isn't it? Yes, I don't know if she understood it or not. But it is really true. That is the expectation of all the parents. What we are bringing our children for? Right? What kind of stress they are going through? Right? It's not a joke, my friends. Right? We are, all of us come together, right? Not just to read some mythology here. We are all of here together to bring some revolution in the society. That is our goal. Right? Our goal, our Acharya is saying, Tatvaga Visargo Janatago Viplava. We want to create a revolution in the society so that our children are well taken care. And how our children will be taken care? If we don't understand what is the right values, it's not by sending our children to some Gita class, they will be perfect. No, it's not possible. Values are not taught, values are caught. How many of you heard this? Values are caught or taught? Caught. Yes, they might learn some value education, some value stories from some class teacher or some maybe Gita class, or now they are doing something. But if their parents, when they see that father is really getting so much hyper if there is a little bit more salt in the sabji, or mother is getting so much of annoyed when the father comes a little bit late from the office, or he doesn't help in the household chores. Does it really happen? Does it happen? And what our children will learn from us? We think that no, my child should have the composure, it should have steadiness. And how you are showing within yourself? How you are showing? Nowadays you are taking calls, like office calls from home, and they see that how you are doing justice to your job, or how do you are justice, while you are conversing with your friends and colleagues. So what kind of values you are giving it to our children? Unless we bring it within ourselves. So the responsibility is with children or ourselves. Right? Can we agree to do some change within ourselves? Or we leave it to the children only? Right? But yes, it starts with us. That's what Mahatma Gandhi said. Be the change that we want to see the change in everywhere. That we cannot ask our children that you be gadget free. Don't touch the mobile. But yes, I'll be always with my gadgets. Is it possible? I am always thinking how many likes I got my Insta post. Right? And we are thinking that no, don't touch your Insta or don't touch your Facebook. Is it possible? No, we have to give that right example to our children, right? Yes, I don't want to kind of bother you so much with the statistics, but we need to introspect, we need to reflect what is missing in our search for happiness. Because our acharyas are saying that if you just do these things, right, like this eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, right? That's animals are also doing, right? Animals are also eating, we are also eating, animals also, right? They are sleeping so nicely. Maybe we might be sleeping in a penthouse, right? And animals are also enjoying with their spouses. We might be enjoying in some holidays, resorts, right? Or animals, they might be defending themselves with their claws or teeth. We might be defending with some sophisticated weapons. But how are we different? Can we say that human beings, they are special, they are different, or they are same only? What do you say? How many of you say they are same only? Yes, all of us agree that we are different. How we are different? How we are different? Intelligence. Like at your home, you have seen the cats. How many? Like when you are just away, the cat will come. Right? And cat knows also how to kind of fool you to drink the milk. Or that honeybee, the way they make the structure, how scientific it is. Can anybody say that the animals, they don't have intelligence? Or the dogs, they have a better this sniffing capacity than us, right? The pigeons, the way they procreate, you cannot procreate. Or the elephant, the way they can eat, can you eat? No, they enjoy more, isn't it? In what way Lord has created? Why Lord has created this human being? Oh खुदा है, हमें what is that? किसी ने क्यों बनाया? That is they say, right? What is that you're saying? Consciousness. What is consciousness? What is it? Sir? To be aware of our actions. Yes. What else? To know our surroundings. Yes. Don't you think that animal, they don't have the capability or the capacity to understand the awareness? Self-consciousness. Okay. What is meaning of the self-consciousness? To know ourselves. Okay. Okay. What else? Sorry? To know our creator. Okay. Okay. As animal cannot think, they cannot express their feelings. That you see, like once they are going through so much pain also, the way, like turtle, you see, if some problem comes, they really, bring themselves within. Yes. What we are trying to say is that animals, they do have also some intelligence, right? But they use their intelligence only for 4 things. For what? Eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. And if you also use our intelligence only for things, how can I have a better house? How can I eat nicely in a nice burger, nice pizza, right? Or a nice food? How can I really mate with my spouse nicely? Or how we can have a nice defending mechanism? We can just call ourselves as sophisticated animals. Right? But what is the difference? In our scripture it is said. Please repeat after me this beautiful verse. Ahara nidra bhayamaithunam cha samanyam etat pasubhi naranam dharmo hi tesam adhiko viseso dharme nahina pasubhi naranam. So these 4 things, ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithuna, these 4 things are common to both human being and also animal. And what is the differentiating factor? Dharma. Dharmeno hina pasubhi narana. Without dharma, a person, a human being is also equivalent to animal. So now, what is dharma? Yes, so many people have so many connotations. Dharma means, okay, what do we have been following? From the ages, that is our tradition. Let's do. That's our dharma, right? Because this is what our parents, grandparents, and sometimes the new age kids, they ask, why do you do it? We don't have any answer, right? Because somebody was following, we just do it. Or somebody says that, oh, we follow our dharma because everybody is doing it. Chill, muddy. Let's have party. That is our dharma, right? Or somebody says, oh, it feels good to me. This is how we like. This looks good to me, buddy. That's why I want to do it. Right? But is it true that whatever feels good to you, whatever feels logical to you, is that always right? Right? Is there any? Like if somebody is really lost in that ocean, right? What is the best way to get the direction? Yes, this is the lighthouse or North Star, we say. Now I'll do a quick exercise. Please close your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, erect your back. Please close your eyes. Okay. Raise your right hand. Okay. And now, please show me the direction towards north. Please show me the direction. Point your fingers towards north. Point your finger towards north. Please point your finger towards north. Somebody is raising their hand, but they are not showing the direction. Show the direction. Where is the north? Where is the north? Now please open your eyes. Don't bring your hand down. Now find out which direction north is there. Which direction it is there? I think we have 200 students here and we have 200 directions. Isn't it? That's what everybody is doing. Everybody is saying, this is the direction for happiness. Let's follow, guys. Bro, there is no other way. This is the way you can find happiness. But is it true? How many north are there? 200 or 1? Right? Yes. That's what you need to really understand. That what is that? That north direction or North Star. Right? What is that lighthouse? Right? What is that real happiness? Is that happiness is all about the colorful balloons? In the words of our Acharya Srila Prabhupada, he says that, yes, everyone is searching for happiness, but we do not know what is real happiness. We saw so much of advertisement about happiness, but practically speaking, we see very few people. This is so because few people know that the platform of real happiness is beyond these temporary things. And this real happiness is described in Bhagavad Gita by Krishna to Arjuna. Why? What do you think? A user of a device knows more or a manufacturer of a device knows more? How many of you think the user knows more? User, like you are using a mobile. So you know better, or let's say maybe the Apple, right? Either Steve Jobs or right, the founder of the mobile device company or the manufacturer of a device, he knows more. A user knows more? User knows more? Okay. So which mobile phone you are using? Oh, okay. So how many diodes and transistors are there in that mobile? Do you know about it? No. But if I ask the chief engineer of that mobile company, he would know or she would know? Yes. Similarly, like we don't know why we are created, but there is a creator who has created all of us, who has created this beautiful world for us. He knows why he has created. So we need to understand, we need to ask him that yes, whatever is created, there is a manual. Is there any object, any device without a manual? Is there anything like that? No. Yes, we need to really understand that there is a manual for us also, right? How to operate this person. Otherwise, what happens? Just like a person, somehow he was, going on a street, and somehow he realized that he lost his finger, right? And then he started searching everywhere. And then one person who was feeling so sad, seeing this person searching for that ring, he started asking, "Can you tell me what has happened? What happened to you? What are you searching? I can help you." He said, "No, I lost my ring. I'm searching here." But by the way, my friend, where you lost your finger? Where you lost your ring? No, I lost in that place. But why are you searching here? Because there is light here. Right? We need to really understand where exactly we have lost our happiness. What is real happiness? That's the place we have to search. Yes, happiness is there, but we have to search that happiness at the right place. Yes, this fish can be really happy by putting into the water, not by giving rice gulab jamun or samosa or so many sweets, or maybe a beautiful apple I-50. Right? Can it be happy? Right? Yes, the fish can be happy with the water. That is the real need. So that's how our Acharya is saying that yes, we might have so many zeros with so many things, right? It has no value unless there is one. Unless we understand there is a creator and controller, and how we need to connect with that supreme, right? How we need to really understand that our Vedas, right? Especially this Taittiriya Upanishad says that all of us are covered in the 5 layers. And as we progress over a period of time, how we should uncover the different coverings. Just like a lamp, if we cover with layers and layers of blankets, we cannot see the light, right? But so once you uncover the blankets, we can see the light. Similarly, we have forgotten who we are. We are covered with so many layers, and these layers can be covered. So initially, a child, understands the life only with eating. I am, what I eat. And as the child progresses further, right, thinking that, oh, right, I really jump, or I really, sleep like this, they kind of identify themselves with what they do, what they are acting, right? And as they think that, oh, I'm in, as I study physics, maths, or I go to a different profession, as an engineer or doctor, right? The way they think, or as they progress, they find that, okay, right, my real identity is I am the soul. We'll discuss about it further. But then the real identity, we understand what is called Anandamaya Kosha, where we realize that we understand, all of us, that we are the servants of the Lord. Mam evamsa jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. That's what Lord is saying in 15th chapter, 7th sloka, that all the living entities are the part and parcel of me. Somehow or other they have forgotten that. Just like a spark in a fire, if it's away, it just becomes extinguished. But it's closer to the fire, it has got that spark, that heat and light. Right? Somehow or other, we are really away from that happiness, because Lord means Satchidananda. He's eternity. He's full of knowledge. He's full of bliss. But we are staying away from the Lord. That's why we are so Nirananda. We are devoid of all happiness. Yes, our happiness is not really, right, really in understanding ourselves with what we eat or what we think or what we do, but elevating ourselves. But not only that, but also the real welfare. It's a very beautiful sloka. It is said that Etava Janma Safanam. This is the sloka. This is told by Lord Krishna to all of his friends. Once they were going in this Vrindavan, the forest, and Lord Krishna saw this. This is a beautiful tree, my friends. You see, they have perfected their life. And the real perfection of life is, the real fulfillment of the life is living for others. You see, all things you see, right? The tree, it lives just to give fruits. Or the river, it gives water. Or the cloud, it gives the rain and it brings us so many grains, right? Everybody is really living for the others. That the Satpurusa, are the real perfected persons. They use their body, mind, and intelligence for the welfare of others, as you said, right? That is the real happiness. Real happiness is not just having a nice food, or taking care of only our physical or emotional or intellectual needs. Real happiness is really to take care of our spiritual need, and also most importantly to take care of the spiritual need of all others through their body, mind, and words. Pranir arthir dhiya vacha sreya acharanam sada. That is the most beautiful thing. That will really give happiness. Just like in a gross example, we see mother becomes so happy once the children, they are nicely fed. Isn't it? Isn't it? Why? It becomes so happy, so fulfilling when they see that abhi beta ka like is doing nicely or she is doing nicely. Isn't it? It's true for all the parents, right? Yes, we can really extend it to a bigger family, broader family. What we call as a Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and that's what is all about our Sanatan Dharma, right? How we can really realize that our life is for the benefit of others. So now, how do we go to this journey? Right, we talk about so many heroes and heroines, either it is Tata or you talk about Dr. Somnath now or Narayan Murthy, so many heroes. But whatever you do something, you have to come out of your comfort zone, right? You cannot really achieve just staying in your comfort zone. Is it possible? No, we have to take some risk. Yes, do you know the plane, the safest place is in the sky, not in the ground. This plane, when it is in the ground, is the most dangerous place because that's the place it gets rusted. Yes, for all of us, yes, then we really understand that once we have to shine like a star or a sun, then we have to burn also like a sun. All of you are ready to sacrifice? Yes, nothing comes easy, my friend. Yes, we might get a certain point of time, we get a teaser of the movies free of cost. But if you want to get the first movie, right, of a movie, then you have to pay a price, isn't it? Similarly, in the spiritual, you also say somebody says that you just do this and you'll go to the spiritual world, he's a cheater, he's not a teacher. Is it clear? You don't get anything free of cost. We'll tell you what is the price you have to pay for this course also. You said it is free, but yes, there is a price. We'll talk about it. Right? Yes, for getting spirituality also, you have to pay the price. And that price is that you have to come out of your comfort zone. Yes, you have to go through the road of trials. And then you have to move from the known to the unknown world. Because whatever, if you see the whole universe, the knowledge that whatever we know is really this a tiny, right? And whatever we know that we don't know may be a small circle. But whatever we don't know that we don't know is rest of the universe. Right? Yes, we have to go to the territory. Right? And it's not easy to go there. You need to have that teens of faith, right? You need to the threshold, right? We need to cross that breeze, right? To follow the signs that our Lord has given, to follow that manual that our Lord has given, and then we'll see that how we'll be guided, we'll be showered with our supernatural aids, right? Yes, while going through that path, there will be temptations, there will be challenges, right? And at a certain point of time, you will realize that, oh, I have now progressed so much, there is a point of no return. Right, just like you are going from flight from this place to that place, and then maybe after 3/4 of time you realize that I have crossed so far, I cannot go back because I have consumed most of my fuel. I cannot go back. Now I have to go forward only. Right? So yes, and as we progress, we would really like you to continue the journey because in this journey, so many people have gone this journey and they have really succeeded. We are not taking you somewhere where there is a failure, where there is a disappointment, there is a depression. This is the place where our Ramanujacharya, Madhavacharya, Shankaracharya, all Goswamis, Narsimheta, Tukaram, all our Goswamis, they have gone through this path and they have realized this truth of the life. And all of you are really, encouraged and inspired to follow this path. That's what is given in our Vedas and Upanishads. All of you might have heard this from this Bruhadranika Upanishad. Om asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityurma mritagamaya Om Santi Santi Santi. So yes, our Vedas and Upanishads, they are telling us, they are triggering us, they are pushing us. Go from this world of darkness to the world, to the world of light. Please go, right? From this world of mortality to the immortality. Please go, right? Where there is only poison to the world of nectar. Right? Yes, we have to go through this journey, right? Because, this Bhagavad Gita, it is said, because this place, by definition, it is dukkhalayam asaswatam. By definition, like, in some places it is written, trespassers will be prosecuted. Beware of dogs. And if you go there and you will find the dog is biting, is it your fault or that person's fault? Whose fault is it? Our fault. Lord is saying in this material world, it is dukkhalayam asaswatam. This is the place of misery. And this is place where you cannot get permanent happiness. And if you want to go to permanent happiness, if you want that, yes, I have that. Maam upetitu punarjanma dukkhalayam. If you come to my world, if you come to my place, there is no misery. But as long as you are here, you will have misery. Then somebody might ask, why Lord has created this? Then Lord is saying, why in a city there are prisons? Why? Why there are prisons? Yes, government has created nice, school, nice college, nice restaurants. But why there are prisons? Because there are so many disobedient people are there. Right? Yes, this material world is for those disobedient people who have turned their face away from the Lord. So that's why we say this place is a hospital, not a hotel for us to enjoy. Please give me this nice juice or nice, 10-course meal. I want whatever I like. No, Baba, this is a hospital for you. Doctor will decide what kind of a medicine you need to go through. Doctor will decide what kind of a suffering you will go through so that you will realize, you will get treated with that kind of through specific disease that you have. So don't think that why this person is getting this suffering and why I am not suffering, or why I am suffering, why is not suffering. Everybody is following their own course of medicines. Is it clear? So everybody's diseases are different. Everybody's heart are full of anarthas, full of ignorances. And Lord is treating everybody in a customized way. He's a specialized doctor. He's not a generic doctor. He knows what is really good for you. And based on need, he gives that medicine also accordingly. So next time some specific problems comes to you, you say, my problem is unique. Yes, it's not unique. Lord has chosen because you are going through a specific disease. Lord is giving a specific medicine to you. So don't cry about it. Take this medicine and get cured. Go back to the spiritual world. Right? Yes. Not really indulge ourselves, right? Only in the pleasure of this world, right? Just like this monkey, like this animal, right? You see what all of us are doing? We are here to enjoy as much as we like, right? We want more and more and more, right? Are we able to enjoy? Right? We want more houses, we want more degrees, we want more zeros. Right? Isn't it? Huh? What is that monkey doing? We are laughing at that monkey. Isn't it? Right? Is that monkey happy? Huh? Right? So what is happening? Yes, we want the best of the things. We want the best of the jobs. Right? We want 5P things. We want penny, we want people, we want pleasure, we want positions, we want possessions. We want more and more and more. Right? All our desires are unlimited. Isn't it? Right? But at the same time, like we want the best of the jobs. Right? It is very difficult to get at the best of jobs in a Mang or a Fang company. Right? But then even if you get it, right, what happens? You get a toxic boss or a very arrogant working culture, isn't it? Or somehow you got the best of the companies, you got the best of the working environment. But what will happen? How long? You see how many companies are going through depression. Is the best of the companies they are firing, right? Or you have to at a certain point of time you have to leave your job. How long you will be there? So whatever the desires we have, it cannot be really fulfilled. That's why we call it dukkhalayam asasotam. You cannot attain it. Even if you attain it, you cannot relish it because of the surroundings. And if you want to relish it, it cannot be forever. So that's why we have to go for something which is all pleasurable. That's why the intelligent persons, Bhagavad Gita says, they don't indulge in the happiness of this world. They don't focus on the sense gratification. They don't focus on the sensation, but they focus on the contribution. They focus on absorption. Really, giving it to others. They don't focus just to enjoy Madi, just be a bhogi. They don't focus or to renounce also the world. They also think How do we really, whatever we have, right? We have to engage everything in the service of the Lord, right? So the objective of this world is not to be a bhogi or a tyagi, but be a yogi, right? Yes. What is the meaning of yoga? Yoga means only just a pranayam, some exercises. What is the meaning of yoga? Yoga is to connect, use, is plus, to connect ourselves with the Supreme Lord. And this Bhagavad Gita talks about that yoga. It talks about 3 yogas. It talks about the karma yoga, it talks about jnana yoga, it talks about bhakti yoga. The Bhagavad Gita talks about that, very beautiful. You can remember this. This is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. It talks about art of working for Krishna while living in this world. Like this Bhagavad Gita has 3 sections. First 6 chapters, middle 6 chapters, and third 6 chapters. Right? The first 6 chapters, it talks about art of working. How do you work? In which consciousness we should work? And the second 6 chapters, the middle 6 chapters, it talks about that yes, Krishna is everything and you have to work for Krishna because he is the Supreme Lord and he is the Supreme Enjoyer. And then he's saying that, okay, do you do that only once you go to the spiritual world? No! While living in this material world, along with your family, along with your profession, along with your society, while in this world, this is the manual. You can really use it to do the work, and with that, we can really go back to the Supreme World, right? And then we can really see the testimonial of Arjuna, right? We can see that how this Bhagavad Gita was not spoken in a boardroom or in a conference room or a yoga conference room. It was spoken on a battlefield. Why? Because everybody, all of us are going through a battlefield within us, right? The fight between the good and evil, right? And then, yes, all of us are going through some difficult situations of the stress, anxiety, and depression. But then, after taking this Bhagavad Gita, we see that how Arjuna got that clarity, that purity, and that victory. Right? Yes, that's what Arjuna is saying. Nashta moho smriti labdha. Now all my sandeha is gone. Right? Sitasmi gato sandeha karisye vachanam tava. Oh Lord, I want to do whatever you like. And not only Arjuna, but Sanjaya also was watching that conversation between Krishna and Arjuna. He's also saying at the end, at the last verse of the Bhagavad Gita, Yatro Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanurdhara. So Sanjay is saying that, oh Dhritarashtra, yes, wherever there is a Krishna and wherever there is a Arjuna, definitely there is bound to have the opulence, victory, and extraordinary power. So, oh my dear friends, this is the testimony of Arjuna who heard from Bhagavad Gita, from Krishna, and also this is the testimony of Sanjaya. But not only that, in this today's context as well, you talk about any Eastern and Western philosophers, how they have really received this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and how they have really, got benefit from Bhagavad Gita, right? Yes, it's really up to us, right, to take these principles of Bhagavad Gita and apply it in our own life, not really keep it as it is, right? Yes, the purpose is to really connect with the Lord. But now question comes, how do you really connect with the Lord? How do you connect? How do you do that yoga? Right? The best of the yogas in this Kali Yuga, our Acharya has given. Kritaya Dhyayata Vishnu. In the Satya Yoga, yes, it's by dhyana. In Treta Yoga, by performing so many fire sacrifices. In Dwapar Yoga, so elaborate deity worship. Kalavu Tad Hari Kirtanat. By chanting the holy names of the Lord, we can connect with the Lord. And by connect with the Lord, we can be really happy. And this is the process through which we can connect with the Lord. By chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And by doing this process, so many people, so many successful people, they have really perfected their life, right? Like either you talk about the corporate industry or the fashion industry, right? Or any other entrepreneur, how by just following this process, they have perfected their life. And it's an opportunity for all of us as well, right? To take the success story and really implement it in our life. Yes, this is the objective of our course, that how we can really bring the best of ourselves, not only to transform ourselves, but also bring the transformation within the society, right? Just to summarize it, right? Yes, the real happiness, the first and most important thing is to really understand the meaning and purpose of our life. And as we go further, we'll discuss, right, how do you really understand the purpose of the life? And the purpose of life, right, and the real happiness is really about understanding who am I, and how do you really get that uncover that Anandamaya Kosa, and how do we really understand that it's really up to us to to bring the welfare in the society, right? And by following the Shastras, by following this Bhagavad Gita, by hearing the holy fames of the Lord as in Bhagavad Gita, and then not only we just hear it, but also we apply it by connecting the Lord through the chanting of the holy name. Because it is said that, like in this makeup, right? We put it, right, on the face, and the scriptures, both are same in one way. How? It looks good when we apply it. Isn't it? The makeup, right? It looks good when you apply it. Especially the scriptures also. If you just keep the book as it is of no value. Right? Yes, we learn maybe some verses. It is good. Right? You can improve your linguistic capacity. But the real benefit that we get from this Bhagavad Gita by just applying these principles in our life. And we get it in the association of the devotees. Yes, my friends, as I was telling you, you have to pay the price for this course also. Yes, we are not asking about the monetary price. What we are really asking is your commitment. Commitment to kind of just give a try. Just for a couple of weeks, right? Just come together. Let's learn what is there in Bhagavad Gita. What Lord is trying to tell us. And how we can really practically apply. And it's not something new that somebody is experimenting on us. By just following this process, so many people have got benefited. And not, nothing works by just doing once. Right? We have to do it every day, right? We have to bring these principles of Bhagavad Gita in our own life. And how we can start? Just as you said, 3 things, right? Just introspecting ourselves. What exactly, why Lord has created me? And the second thing is that, can I really understand this Bhagavad Gita by regular reading the Bhagavad Gita? And third, can I really connect to the Lord by chanting the holy names of the Lord? Yes, that consistent cultivation process is required. That's why, in the process of bhakti, because anusilanam, right? We have to work on it, right? Unless we work on it, unless we apply it, we don't get the benefit out of it. We might be there in this movement for years and years. We might be reading for Bhagavad Gita for years and years. But unless we apply it sincerely in the association of the devotees, it does not work, right? And then, is there anything that we lose also? I say you will lose also. Yes. Lord is saying, Yasya Vaisruyamanayam Krishna Paramapuruse Bhakti Utpadyate Pumsa Soka Moha Bhayapaha. What is he saying? Once you hear the scriptures, once you apply this into your life, bhakti will get sprouted in your heart. And 3 things you will lose. What? Soka, Moha, and Bhaya. Your lamentation, your anxiety, and your fear. Everybody is so fearful of so many things. And these 3 things will run away from your life. Are you there? Yes. This is the things. This is the deal. This is the transaction that we want to do. Yes. This is the commitment that I want from you. And we also commit that by coming into these classes, you will also lose these things. This is our guarantee. This is the guarantee of our acharyas. This is the guarantees of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Any questions or comments before we move to the next phase? We're just running a couple of minutes delayed. Any questions or comments, whatever we discussed so far? Is Vivek over here? Can you just send that quiz? No, you just can you send it in the group, the Gita course group? Just only that. Okay. So first of all, right, whatever we do also, in the school we have a quiz, right? Here also, all of you are there in the Gita course group. How many of you are not there in Gita course group? There's a Gita course 2023. There's a WhatsApp group, and I hope all of you are there. You are not there? Yeah, just a second. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, so if somebody is not there in that group, you can scan it, but there is a quiz. You can send it in the link, Gita course group. You can send this link. So please, try this quiz so that we know that how much you have learned. Okay. Yes, please. In the meantime, yes, we'll answer.
Now I can lose the fear.
Yes.
And how can it be done?
Bhajahu re mana Sri Nanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. Because we are taking shelter of Abhaya Charana. Because we are going to someone who is fearless. Right? Why the child becomes fearless when the child is with the mother? Why? Why the child is fearless when the child is with mother? Right? So when the child, like you see now, this is a Whitefield main road. If the child crosses on his own or on her own, he or she gets frightened because the vehicle is coming from this side, that side, this side. You don't really know. There's a dog there. There is a kind of vehicles coming. Somebody sparking here and there. But then the same child with the parents, right? Will the child be really worried? That's, should I really pause? Should I really walk? Why? Because he has the strength in his or her parents, right? Because we realize that we are not alone at any step of life. Lord is guiding us, because at this point of time, because we are covered with so much of ignorance, we are not able to hear the Lord, because we don't know what is right and wrong, because we don't know Bhagavad Gita. But next point of time, we know that if something goes wrong, then we know that what is the higher purpose behind it. That this fear that I have at this point of time is not really to make me failure. This is for me. This is an exam to go to the next stage, right? Yes, for a child, exam could be failure, right? Exam could be really, kind of be worried about the failure, the fear of failure. The fear of failure could be uncomfortable, but the fear of regret is unbearable. If you don't do that, if you don't try that exam, that it is unbearable. Do we really understand the bigger picture? That yes, this exam or the difficulty or the fearful situation that I have come through now, it is for my good. You understand? We talked about the perspective earlier. This is the perspective gets changed. That how Lord has created this situation for my growth. Is it clear? Okay. Any other questions or comments from anyone? Yes, some of you might have so many other questions. So we have sent this form to you. If some of you are not there as well, right? Maybe you can join that Gita course WhatsApp group, and also Prabhuji also will send this QR code link as well. So you can join that, and please answer that quiz, and please share your questions, or please share your learnings also from that Google form. Yes, bro. You can present. I don't know. Okay. Same time we'll also share with you also. But before that, any other questions or comments? Okay. So let's kind of start the practice session right away. Let's kind of spend some time in, as you said, connecting to the divine, right? And how we connect to the divine? By chanting this mantra, right? Link is not working. Okay. So we'll work on that technical aspect, right? Okay. So let's do one thing now. So yes, just want to really like to remind you that next week we'll have a very interesting section. We'll just journey directly into the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, where we'll focus on this theme, patch up solution or perfect solution. That we'll be discussing from the first chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So now let's go to this section, and I would request all the devotees please to share the chanting beats. And in this chanting process, all of us need to do what? We have to just hear the holy names of the Lord. We have to hear the holy names, right? While chanting this Maha Mantra. Okay. So they have present something. Can they present something?
Yeah, there's like a shloka translation in the skit.
A skit also is there? Oh, is it? They can do it right now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, maybe we'll do chanting in the first just 2 minutes. Okay. So I would request all of you to participate in this mantra meditation. And this mantra meditation is a very simple process. Everybody can participate, right? From the young to old age, from the child, right? It could be husband, wife, corporate, everybody can practice this. You don't have to go to the forest to practice this meditation. You don't have to leave your world to practice this meditation. While living at your home, you can practice it. Let's start. Okay. Okay, so I would request all of you to please chant with me. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So I would request all of you, just please hear. Don't think anything else. Okay? Just hear these beautiful names of the Lord. Just, you can meditate. And by just hearing these beautiful names of the Lord to receive the mercy of the Lord. Let's do it together. Let's start now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Ram 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 Ram, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasani Sri Sri Harinam Sankirtana Ki Jai. So in this process of chanting, we have to use our lips, our tongue, and our ear. These three things. And mind, just to pray to the Supreme Lord. Just like a child cries for the mother, our mood during this meditation should be to cry for the mercy of the Supreme Lord. So now you would request all of Matajis to share what exactly the kids have learned today. All the kids come forward, what they have learned. So you have learned so many things from Bhagavad Gita. The kids also learned so many beautiful things. I would request all the kids to please come forward. Yes. Give the mic. Yes. After that, we'll go for prasadam. Yes. Ask get a Kirtan team to be ready. Hare Krishna. So we'll just see what exactly the kids have learned today over a period of maybe little bit more than an hour. They have learned some verses. They have learned some stories. Now they will enact one pastime. Yes, Mataji. Let's get started. I would request all of you just please spare another 5 minutes because they have put so much of effort and really preparing this. Let's give them a big hand and after that we'll go for prasadam. Yes. Yes. Let's encourage our kids. They have learned something. Yes. Yes, please start.
Rama Rama Hare Hare. Ishvara Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradirkam Vidya Sarvakaranam. The translation of this is the Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Krishna has eternal, blissful, and spiritual body. Krishna is the origin of everything. He is the cause of all causes. Krishna, who is known as Govinda, is the supreme Godhead. He has an eternal, blissful, and a spiritual body. He is the origin of everything. He has no other origin, and he is the prime cause of all causes.
Haribo.
Now let us see a small skit on the pastimes of Lord Krishna to see who is the supreme Lord. We need to do the Indra Puja this year. Yes, we have to do because Indra will give us rain. Of course, no means he will get angry. Baba, why do we need to do Indra Puja? He gives us rain. But Govardhan gives us fruits to eat, water to drink, and grass for the cows. But our ancestors have been following it. If we don't do the puja, then Indra will get angry. Why, Baba?